All right, so we're about to get started on the Addie hat for adults. I have a toddler and kids version of this hat. I've been posting a lot of videos on it lately as we're doing the tutorial here, but I love for hats and the brims of hats, a twisted rib. So when you're making hats, a lot of knitwear designers will do a 2x2 rib. This is a 2x2 rib, but it's a little different in that you're going to use a twisted knit stitch instead of a knit stitch. It's super easy and it gives so much more definition. So I'm really excited to show you this. So I've got all my stitches cast on. It's 140 stitches. I made sure that it's divisible by 4 so that I have a nice and even number of stitches. And so to do the twisted rib is very easy. Okay, so a normal or twisted knit stitch. The normal knit stitch requires you to go from the left to the right, from front to back, right? That looks really familiar. What we're going to do is kind of the opposite. So I'm going to go from the back or the right side of the stitch, right? Wrap my yarn around and knit it. So go from the right side through to the back, through to the left side, wrap my yarn around and knit it. So it doesn't look like much now. This is my first stitch, but I'm going to work a 2x2 and 2 twisted knit stitches, 2 purl stitches. I'm going to work a couple rounds and I'll meet you back here to show you how this is developing. Okay, so I've worked 3 rounds in my 2x2 rib using the twisted knit stitch. So you can start to see the texture forming up here. And again, this is what it's going to look like when it's all said and done and all finished here. And let's show you that stitch one more time. So I've slid my stitch marker over. I'm ready to start knitting. So you start the twisted knit stitch almost like you would a purl stitch, where in a purl you would come in from the right side and come through to the front. And this twisted knit stitch, you're going to start on the right side, but go through the back. Okay, so from right to left, front to back. Wrap your yarn through, catch that stitch, pull it through. Show you one more time. From right to left, front to back. Wrap the yarn around and pull it off. So you're knitting the stitch, but you're twisting it as you're knitting it, which gives it this kind of like sitting on top effect. And when I'm done, this is going to be a gorgeous hat. So we'll purl 2 here, bring my yarn to the back again, go from right to left, front to back, wrap the yarn around, pull the stitch through, from right to left, front to back. So purl 2, because this is a 2x2 rib, right to left, front to back, wrap the yarn around, pull it through, right to left, front to back, wrap the yarn around, pull a stitch through. So you still get the stretchy rib, you still get the 2x2 rib, but you get a little bit more texture, a little bit more structure. It's just a great overall stitch to know. So I'm going to continue working on this and we'll meet you back here. Hopefully show you the finished hat, or at least some other tutorials once we get to these cables soon. So make sure to subscribe so that you get the next video update sent right to you. If you have any questions, comments, or anything, please submit them below, or you can always email me at maggie@knittinginthepark. And on Instagram, feel free to get in touch with me there. It's Knitting in North Park on Instagram. So thanks a lot, guys. I'm really enjoying getting to knit with you.